this time I got some damn sound. Am I on? This time I have sound. I don't wait for my people to get back on here. Damn, that was crazy. Browsing through. All right, I had to do this one over. Now I gotta wait for everyone to come back through. Like I said, the title of the video explains itself. Us as fans, we see what this offense is doing and the lack of the things that they should be doing. They should be out there dominating and destroying their opponents. I understand the offensive line is beat up. That's a given. But I really think, in the back of my mind, really, I think Scott Linehan really threw this game with the previous comments from former wide receivers of the Cowboys, Dez Bryant, Bryce Butler, now current Cowboys receivers. I forgot the man's name because he don't do shit. Hurd and your boy Amari Cooper. Now, you got two new receivers who just now come to the team. They're learning the plays, they're running the routes. And if you're in the rhythm of the game, if you've been in a real game, then you know that you may run a couple plays, maybe 2 or 3 times, but not in the same quarter, not in the same drive. The routes, not in the same quarter, not in the same drive. Some of them, yeah, maybe in the same drive, but you're going to mix it up and you're going to flex it a little bit and have some, like your slot doing something different, or maybe even your tight end doing something different, or you may just have him go out and just, have him go out, fake like he's blocking for the play action, and then he'll go out on like a little flat or some shit like that. What's going on, X Factor? But there's no creativity in Scott Linehan's offense. And I know good and well, if we all can see this with our eyes, our good 2 eyes, a lot of us are fans that are actually in the stadium watching this. And there's a lot of us that are at home watching it on television. And we can watch this clearly on television, especially when they show the replays. For those of us that actually have DVR, we can record the game and rewind it as we are watching the game and watching the plays as they're going on, and you can rewind and start it back over. Scott Linehan's offense is basic as hell. I've heard a radio telecaster, I think it was maybe a week or 2 ago, and to have your offense being called remedial says a lot. It really says a lot. It's a statement. Yeah, even Flush did beat him. He had some tidbits, but that's no excuse for us not having no points. And I think Scott Linehan was being a jackass toward Amari Cooper for the comments that he made recently, when he had Dak Prescott change that play and say, yo, man, we've been running the same route and the defense is sitting on it. Let's do something different. Dak tells him, nah, we got to stick with the play. Now, why would Dak tell him we have to stick with the play? Why wouldn't Dak be like, all right, we can audible out and change it up? If these coaches fully trust Dak Prescott, they would be like, Dak Prescott, Dak Prescott would look like how Andrew Luck looks. He would look like how Carson Wentz looks. He has the ability to be at the line of scrimmage, make audibles, and change out of the plays. If he has a read from the defense that's telling him everything is locked down, which it seems to always be, then Dak is just running the plays that is given to him. It's not Dak's fault that the playbook is trash. The playbook is trash. The quarterback needs more tutelage, yes. He needs a better quarterback's coach. He just needs better. He has enough weapons around him. He just needs the coaching and the teaching and needs to get built up for him to progress. He needs to progress. Right now, he's stuck. He's stuck in this one level. He's stuck on the one level and can't get off levels. Like if you're playing Candy Crush or if you playing your favorite app game and you get stuck on this one level, and what do you have to do? You have to buy more tokens to get more lives to continue, or you just have to quit the game and wait till later and continue. Dak Prescott needs someone that's constantly there. When he comes off that sideline, he's just looking at the screen. They show it on the screen on the television when you're watching the game. When Dak Prescott comes off of the sideline or after a 3-and-out, he's just sitting there. No one's coming over there with the damn video with the iPad. Like, look, this is what we're seeing on defense. This is what you need to be looking at. This is what you need to be looking for. Blah 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 blah. There's none of that going. There's none of that going on. There's no coaching going on. These dudes are just getting a paycheck. Excuse me. Like I said in the video, in the past video that I made about Linehan and Garrett, these dudes, I would had a question: what do the Dallas Cowboys actually do at practice? 9 out of 10, Linehan and Garrett are talking about where the hell they're gonna be golfing at or some crazy shit, and where they're gonna be spending their free time. And he's just chucking balls with Mike White and them. You know what I'm saying? There's no teaching going on. Dak Prescott is in a circle by himself throwing to the receivers. And then you got Linehan and fucking Garrett just stand over there. Garrett's chewing gum and Linehan is picking his nose or some shit and scratching his ass because they're not doing shit. They're not making this team better, especially not the offensive coordinator. Right now, I could say Jason Garrett has a whole different demeanor about him. He's not chewing gum. He's not clapping on the sideline like he used to be sitting there clapping like he was on some damn opioids, pop pills before the game. He's sitting there just, yeah, Johnny, yeah. No, he's not. I see he got the cold ice grill on. He's focused. But when you look at Linehan's play card is this fucking little. All the other teams, their play card is like this fucking wide. It's like a menu at Denny's. You can turn it sideways and you're going to get like a whole extended amount of plays and it's like double wide. You know what I'm saying? Our play card is so little, it's crazy. And the receivers, former and new, have expressed the issues with the receiving game. Like Hurd told Sanjay Lal, he was like, he talks to Sanjay Lal on a consistent basis. He said he'd rather go to him than go to Linehan. So apparently these dudes are afraid of Scott Linehan. Scott Linehan probably has power that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Especially involved with this team. If you can get Dez Bryant cut, not him just getting cut and then re-signing them to a lower contract, but just completely getting rid of him. You know what I'm saying? And now you had Dez Bryant saying the Garrett boys, but really they're really the Linehan boys. When you all put it together, when we put this puzzle together, Scott Linehan is the head of everything that's going on, that's going wrong with the offense. It's not Jason Garrett. Yeah, that Colts D was legit though. It was legit. I ain't gonna front. That rookie linebacker they got, Leonard, Darius Leonard, he was showing his ass, bro. He was showing his ass, man. And the way that we called the game, the way the game was called, just the plays in general, they were more like give up throwaway plays. Even the fourth down calls with Zeke running up the middle. I mean, that was a stupid fucking call. Like the red zone. We are one of the worst teams in the red zone. We sit in shotgun, 3 downs, pretty much each and every time in short and golded yards. I don't understand this. Whether it's that damn shotgun run with Zeke or if it's just shotgun passes. We're in shotgun. We're never trying to run Dak or run Zeke or try to do even put in Rico Gathers for a goal line. He could be utilized in that. He's 6'8", 270 plus pounds. So, I mean, I don't think even a 6'4" linebacker could guard a 6'8" tight end. And another thing about Linehan is why can't you figure out a way how to use Rico Gathers? Now, this is my thing about Linehan. I think Linehan picks and chooses players that he likes, and the players that he likes is the ones that he wants to utilize the most in his offense. Amari Cooper was a big thing. Now, Jerry Jones has a big part in the Amari Cooper thing. He's going to say, motherfucker, Linehan, give him the damn ball. Give him the ball. So Linehan ain't got no choice but to try to stick it to him a couple times. But Linehan has the authority and the power to say, Dak, hey, he's not the hot read. Beasley's the hot read. Hearns is the hot read. Gallup is the hot read. So if either of those are the hot read, and one thing that we know about our quarterback is whoever he's throwing it to, when he snaps the ball, that's who the hell he's going to look at. He's not, his head does not swivel. And that's another thing about Dak Prescott. He needs to swivel his head more and look more around because he misses a lot of guys because he's following Linehan's game plan. And he's not spreading the ball around like he can't spread the ball around. When he spreads the ball around, he's more successful, put it that way. And I don't understand why they don't let him do that. I don't understand why they don't let him change the plays. I don't understand. There's just a lot of shit I don't understand about Scott Linehan and this offense. But when you think about Scott Linehan, he has never had a number one rushing offense and a passing defense, just a number one total offense, period. He has never had a number one total offense. Something was always off balance in his offenses, whether if it was passing or the rushing. The rushing would be good, especially 2014, 2016. We had the bomb-ass offensive line. This year, look at it. I mean, the rushing is okay, but the passing is still like yin. And even then, the passing is probably maybe around maybe 10 and in the middle of the pack. It's still never a top 5, maybe I think the 14 season when I think we was probably maybe the 5th or 4th ranked passing offense, I think. I can't remember the number, but I know we were somewhere up in that number and it was very, very high. But there is no consistency with this dude. He hasn't won shit. His coaching tree is from Mike Tice. Who is Mike Tice? Ain't nobody. He came from I got to look up that research. Matter of fact, where's my phone at? But Mike Tice, if you remember when he coached the Minnesota Vikings, back in the early 2000s. And Scott Linehan was the coordinator. And he got fired. When he went to the Detroit Lions, this is when they got Kellen Moore. Yes, Kellen Moore was on that Detroit Lions team that Linehan was the offense coordinator for. And guess what? He didn't touch the damn field. Kellen Moore did not touch the field. He played in, I think, 3 preseason games while he was with the Detroit Lions. And I think that was it. The only career games he ever had that he ever played in was when he played with us, those like 2 or 3 games when Romo was out. And then a couple, I think maybe a few preseason games after Romo got hurt because they didn't want to put Dak Prescott. They didn't want to thrust Dak Prescott in there. So they're like, oh, yeah, this Kellen Moore in there. Oh, I hurt my ankle. So you got little Banjo over there looking like Freddie Munster's distant nephew in the cut, Kellen Moore. And then we got our quarterback, Dak Prescott, just sitting there like, I'm not learning jack. And the whole narrative is these guys can't come out and be like in the media and say what they actually feel. They'll get fined by the team. They'll probably get suspended by the team. They'll get fined by the league or suspended by the league. So either way, you cannot say how you really feel. Some guys just say pieces and that you put it together and that you puzzle it together, like how they were talking about the Linehan stuff with the receivers, how they were talking about how the play calling and the routes are just trash. I mean, we have to put, as fans, we have to put the pieces together. And the puzzle has been solved. This freaking Linehan. It's Linehan. It's Linehan. I think if Jason Garrett surrounds himself with better coaching, then maybe he can get better as well, since he is this offensive guru. And hopefully this team can turn it around and make a run. I mean, we're making a run, but oh yeah, I saw that video. That video was dope as hell. That video was dope. And it really put everything in perspective, because I'm piggybacking off of that video, because this is the reality that we're in right now. We're right back to how we were feeling in the weeks between when we were like 3-5 or 3 and whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're right back to these feelings where the play calling is very questionable, and you're like, we need to change. So can you fire your offensive coordinator in the middle of the season, at the end of the season? Hell yes. Hell fucking yes. Teams that suck, they fire their head coaches before the season. And look at Mike McCarthy. His ass got fired. Why can't we fire Linehan? That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. But we need to find us an offensive coordinator. Depending on how the season turns out, I think Jerry Jones is going to be like, hey, you know what? Yeah, Jason, I'll give you a good pat on the back, but your boy over there, and this is going to be the real test for Jason Garrett. Get a new OC in. Give Jason Garrett back play calling, but get a whole new playbook. When a new OC comes in, we need a whole new playbook. That's just all that is. We need a new playbook when the OC come in. Let Jason Garrett have the play calling duties. If he fucks it up, fire his ass, promote the OC that you really want to be the head coach, promote his ass to head coach, then we move on from there, man. Because we can't deal with this Linehan no more, man. And because Linehan is in that play calling, Zeke is limping around. He's hurt. He's banging the hell up. Our offensive line plays like garbage half the time, especially now since all of them are pretty much hurt. 76 is out. Now we got Connor, I can't hold my weight, Williams in the game because he can't hold his damn weight because motherfuckers is just bull rushing and throw his ass out the way. He's just sitting there hugging people. He can't block. He can't block. Push your man. Don't hug him. Push him away. Smack his arms. Do something. Get in the way. Just get in the way. You can't block him. Get in the way. But damn, man, we got a long way to go with this offense. We have a Super Bowl defense, but this offense, nah, man, it ain't nowhere near a Super Bowl offense right now. Not with this play calling. And if you're not using your players correctly, your playmakers, of course they're not gonna make plays. That's just what it is. Olawale had no business having a play on a big third down. I'm sorry. I don't give a hell how wide open he was. Even though it hit his hands, you call that play for Rod Smith, you call that play for, hell, you could have called that play for Jordan Lewis. I'm going to give a shit. Call it for Jordan Lewis. You've been using him the whole time for jet sweeps anyway. Why not use it there? You could have used Rico Gathers in that situation. You could have used Dalton Schultz in that situation. You could have used, I think, Jeff Swain available. You could have used either one of those guys. Olawale doesn't play. So why would you put him in on a big converting down like that? Unless you have him blocking. But for him going out on a pass, hell no. Hell no. But, man, I just wanted to jump on here real quick and just talk about Linehan some more and put some more dirt on his name because we need to throw him away. And like, share, subscribe to the channel, share the video, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that stuff. And I'm going to get back at you. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. Yeah, one more thing. Had a Christmas party at my job, and one of my coworkers took me over with something bomb as hell. I gotta share it with y'all because it's just bomb as hell. But this is an awesome gift though. I love it. It's awesome as hell. It's awesome. It's awesome. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys plush blanket jump. So you already know this is going to be in the background in videos. You know what I'm saying? In the months to come. But that, I guess that's what it looks like when you open it up. So, yeah, it's going to be dope. This is going to be another good luck charm for our Cowboys. So, it's your boy Gravity for the Dallas Cowboys Locker Room Huddle. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, tune in to my homeboys, Fifth Quarter Cowboys, Dallas Cowboy News, Dallas Cowboys Fan 1980, Working Class Cowboys, Space Cowboys 17, Cowboys Abroad, Working Class Cowboys. If I said the name twice, I said the name twice. Make sure you go and like, share, subscribe to their channels too. And Mike Mosh, and I think I'm forgetting a whole bunch of other people, but go check their channels out too. All of the content makers that do Cowboys content, it's your boy. I'm out. Peace. And fuck the Eagles, the Giants, the Redskins, that Lord Brunson dude with his crying ass. Fuck him.